What's up, brownies? I'm sure that you've seen this out of context clip. My review on this is going to be totally different in the way that first and foremost is going to be balanced and nuanced. And then also we are going to show things and discuss them in context. So let's get started by showing you the before and after of the most popular clip that's going on. And then I am going to show you the difference between what was said, what was heard, and what was meant.
Meet me at my worst. Yes.
And that's not money, because a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job and is a good man and is good to you and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm gonna cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, babe, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we heard exactly what he said, let me show you an example of what I think that he meant. I think if this dynamic could happen in the family unit, more women would be likely to go along with this.
I never go to bed with a dirty kitchen, because the kitchen is like the heart of the home, especially in the morning. When my kids wake up in the morning, when my wife gets up, the kitchen is already clean. So if I can take time every night for 30 minutes, so therefore the morning goes smooth and everybody's day gets started well, I can do that every single night. And the beautiful thing about making this a habit is that I'm not the only one benefiting from it. The whole family is. And that's what really matters. And if you can do something to make your family's life a little bit easier, I think you should do it.
I know people whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there are some good men who can't meet you at your net worth.
Yeah.
If you can find a man who is secure enough within himself to stand in that space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got something
I'll
to
tell
do.
you the story. Oprah tells the story. We were coming out of the Color Purple premiere in New York, and it's Tina Turner, Oprah, me, and Gail. We're all getting in the car. And they're pushing us into the limo, and I turned back, and Stedman, the security, is pushing him out of the way, not letting him in.
Wow.
I watched him tap the man on the shoulder and say, hey. He goes, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Graham, and he let him in the car. But do you know, when I saw that man who's 6'6" in that situation, I went, wow. Look at the grace in how he carried it. He didn't get a car with attitude. He wasn't mad, which takes me back to the story in Hawaii when they were in the store and everybody swarmed around Oprah. He was watching protectively, and after she was leaving the store owner, older person, said to her, "Listen, I watched that man how he loves you. I watched that man how his aura is all around you, making sure you're okay and safe." So and Stedman does well in life.
Yeah.
But I don't know nobody doing well as Oprah.
Hello.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it can't be about the money. It can't be about the money.
All right, now by listening to the reviews that many other black women have, done on this particular topic, I'm going to show you what I think you all conjure up in your mind when you hear what Tyler Perry said. Now, if your first thought after seeing that was that man, the first man was only doing that because he wasn't with a black woman. But if a black woman is with a black man, you're probably going to get something more like the second example that you showed. And to that, what I want to say is, black women, you have the option to open up your options in the very same way that black men have been doing for centuries. Also, I'd like to encourage you to stop falling for this bait to where people will single you out unnecessarily just to get you mad, and you take the bait and run with it every time. I'm going to give you a real life tidbit of something that I saw firsthand. I come from property management, and one of my maintenance supervisors had a wife that was a nurse during the pandemic. So nurses during that time, if they wanted to be traveling nurses, were making between $200,000 and $400,000, whereas his salary was less than $50,000. And with them having a toddler who was about to turn 2 years old, and him having a job that was very inconvenient because he was on call. So he just might have to get out of the bed at 2:00 in the morning and come and fix some sort of emergency on a property. And if his wife was at the hospital, he was taking his toddler with him. And what she was trying to say is it's simply not worth it for the amount of money that you're making when we would come out ahead as a family if you would just be with our daughter. He was a great father. He was attentive. He did all of the things completely, not halfway. And in the grand scheme of things, that amount of money really was not adding to their goals as much as it was inconveniencing the entire family by him having to work odd hours at a job that he hates. So she offered him more than once to be a stay-at-home husband. And you know why he didn't do it? He said, because, the guys are already kind of messing with me about being a well-kept man. I don't want to hear their mouths, and I certainly don't want to hear her father's mouth about me living off of her. And my point in telling you this story is women always get blamed for, once you're the breadwinner, then now you start talking crazy to a man. A lot of that talking crazy is his inner voice. That's his own insecurity and his own ego getting the best of him. So let me say it a little bit better with some of our public figures giving you their real life stories and insight.
Men love unconditionally. That a man can see a woman, and no matter what walk of life she comes from, he can be a billionaire and he'll marry a nanny. It's different when it comes to a woman. A woman loves conditionally.
I think that the currency of men is a little bit different and the value system is different. So the condition that a man would put on the woman is she gonna be cute, she gonna have a body, and he's going to expect what he expects. I'm gonna need you to lay down and be nice tonight every night when I expect you to do. Sometimes a man's ego be bruised when a woman makes more money.
My husband was the breadwinner. And once I started to make more money than him, he started looking at me like, oh, who she thinks she is? Because I no longer had to ask him for money. I no longer had to ask him for anything.
Greg had a very hard time dealing with the fact that you no longer had to ask permission.
It is. Yeah. I actually may have misunderstood what meet me at my worth meant. I thought meet me at my work was meet me at my net worth.
My net worth, right. No, not your net worth.
Right.
Mm-hmm. They need to make 5 times more, and I got to have. Well, go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go on, keep your list.